What day is it? What time is it? It's minute 39 time? Man, guess what? It's May. Justin Timberlake thing. But hey, the guys. My name is Blake, also known as the Nerd, and welcome back to the 52nd episode of Minute 39. After the last one was in April, and I do apologize. Can't really blame anything except maybe I focused too much on Kirby Star Allies. Actually, I focused a lot on Kirby Star Allies. On top of that, I also had other projects, including putting together the Charity Water discussion, which is still happening, future projects, etc. So that's basically, to put it in a nutshell. I did make an update discussing all that. So if you haven't checked it out, I recommend checking it out. But with all that being said, though, let's go ahead and just get started right here on the Minute 39, the Minute 39 train here. Jeez, I'm not doing very good, am I? But our first request comes to us from our Patreon, Zeno777, as a good reminder that if you want to have your prioritized requests for $1 a month, plus, you know, help me participate with feature Let's Plays and whatnot, as these Patreons have done in live streams as well, then feel free to donate $1 over at my Patreon. It's not... I almost said it's not optional. It's completely optional. You do not have to do it, but it'll help me out greatly. But anyways, he requested Got Tier Tune on Extreme, which is 7-star. I dealt with worse. 7-star, I think, could be doable. With Kaito, with his Violet module and the Diamond Dust hair. And our goal is to get a grade. Okay, in exchange for a decently nice outfit this time around, not to do. Okay. Alright. I suppose that's a fair trade. This will take me quite a while, though. I guarantee you this might take a while, but then again, I actually did practice not this one, but another extreme request, and I got agree on that, so maybe I'll improve the score on that one, but I won't tell you which one it is, because that would ruin the surprise, the secret, the fun, the illusions. Also, this music video has little Mirai characters, or androids. They look weird in this one, I don't know why. Ooh, did you see that combo? I am... wow. Brilliant combos right here. That's actually a good start. No, that's actually a fantastic start to this. Doesn't mean I won't be screwing up so much. Maybe not. You know what? At one point in the song, I was on a roll with the great. But I've been on this for almost half an hour. Lost my sanity a couple times doing this whole thing, trying to get a great. And granted, it's primarily my fault because I didn't practice like I didn't say I was going to, like I should have. Obviously, I had to play the song in hard in order to get on extreme, but that's as far as I went. But 76, 73, oh my gosh. I feel like if I continue playing this, I would probably be breaking some bones right now, but then I mean, breaking the bones in my skull that support my brain, but my brain getting damaged by this. But even though it's not great, number one, I just don't want to be stressed out by doing this constantly, so understand where I'm coming from with this one, Xeno. I'm greatly sorry that I had to go with a standard instead of a great. Punish me if you'd like for not doing that, because it was your request to get a great, but I'll just say at one point, I was on a roll, I got a great. Wasn't a great in the end result, but I can say at least for the time being, I was on a great streak. For me, that counts, but for you, it probably won't, obviously, but too much for me. Well, it should be too much for me. But thank you, Xeno, for that request. As usual, nice self choice. I'm sorry again that it had to be on a standard. I just had to call it quits there. And the best excuse I come up with, I got great at one point. That's not really a good one. Okay, guys, make sure there wasn't actually one on the extreme or extra extreme. Where was it? Here we go. No, one over. There we go. I will definitely practice it though, so let's move on to the next request before I look at this with greatest concern. What, you think of that crazy? Of course not. There we go, that's better. Anyways, on Twitter, Rachel Lightcap requested the World's End Dance Hall with Miku and Luca. Miku in Emerald, Luca and Ruby. Where the heck is Miku and Sapphire? You made the Groudon and Rayquaza proud, Sega, but where's Kyogre? Why do you leave Kyogre out of the picture? On the hard difficulty, either get an excellent or a perfect. We are pretty close to it, actually. Pokemon jokes, am I right? By the way, this is a good time to mention. If you want to submit requests on Twitter, use the hashtag Minute39 like this request has. But also do mention my username, which is @Blake_the_nerd. I'll put it on screen right now, so that I'll more likely to read it if it has my username on it. Otherwise, I'll try to check hashtag Minute39. But just in case, you might want to use my username as well, so that I can actually look at it for future reference. Also, I still need to post that post on Facebook. I'm falling behind on stuff. But then again, I'm also preparing for stuff for the future, so it's a mixture of in-between. Anyways. It won't be so hard to get an X on this one. Considering the fact that I've done it, it's possible. And unlike the other one, at least I practiced it a ton. So I have a little bit of an advantage with that. Yeah, okay. That was only downside, but what the heck, no Emerald or Ruby? No colors, man, what the heck? Okay, so mine is a couple slip-ups. A couple slip-ups, I believe. Probably 2 or 3, I'm assuming... Oh, wow. 5 in total. Alright. A little bit worse than I thought. I honestly thought I would have, like, only 2 or 3. Might have went a bit too fast on those, like... Not chorus, but, like, towards... Okay. Lyric-wise, what do you call the line that's, like, right before the chorus, but that's, like, after the first line? Is it semi-chorus? I'm gonna call it semi-chorus to be safe. The semi-chorus. You know where all the buttons are, like, they're not together, luckily, but... for me, it was kind of confusing at the first hand, because, again, I've not played this in quite a while. So I just realized I look at the image. And I find it funny, because... it makes sense with both the episode being a little late and these mistakes. It's always my fault, isn't it? Thank you, Rachel, for the good laugh. But 9631 finally took a while. I had to rev up my engines again, and very luckily, I know the song very well. Again, huge advantage over the other one. But it's not to say the other one wasn't a bad request because it didn't do well. It was a good one, but I didn't practice it, is all. But anyways, I always loved doing that song. Especially now that I got, like, the hang of everything about that song. It's just those 3 slips I need to work on in order for me to actually perfect it. So that'll be ultimately the next goal with this one, in terms of either on the Minute 39 or on my own time. It really depends on how busy I can get. But thank you, Rachel Lightcap, for that request. A little late, almost 9 days before a month too late. Yikes. At least when I'm recording this. But thank you again, and let's move on to our next one. Oh, before I forget, with that previous request, some of the reasons I lost it was because I kind of got distracted by my itches. I guess you could say my skin was just itching for my attention. Anyways, MelodyChan18 requested this next song, which is Erase or Zero, on the hard difficulty with Kaito and Luca, with Kaito having his Diamond Dust and Guilty's hair, or Diamond Dust outfit and Guilty hair, and Luca having her Cybernation outfit with the Luca VX4 hairstyle. And, okay, I'm actually reading a little bit. Oh. Well, I'm glad I actually read that now because I got some adjustments to do. Be right back. Actually, it's not that bad. It's not like Miku's where I have to worry so much about it. In fact, I can just talk over it, but I do like the choices of this. I think the Guilty, we don't see too much of the Guilty. We see a lot of the Diamond Dust here. I think it is quite a nice change, so let's go ahead and go to look at now. Take a little bit. Very luckily, these ones, unlike Miku's, are easier to spot. Like, because they're so small amount, I guess that's the good side of having Miku like the popular one. At least the other Vocaloids, their things are just right there. You don't have to worry about scrambling through a bunch of menus and whatnot. But this is a 6-star. Also, I like the name Blake Coom. I guess it's a high-tier name in the world of anime. I don't know. I'm still stuck watching American cartoons and listening to country music alongside this. It's not a bad life. It's actually not a bad life. Anyways, though, I'm gonna enjoy the heck out of this one because this sounds cybernetic. How fitting, because Luca's in her Cybernation module, and look at that. We have her V4. Can I say, I'm not the biggest fan of her hairstyle for V4, especially with the V4 outfit. That's why I like doing, like... Oh. That's why I like using the original. I don't care as long as they can finally get past the beginning. Missing more than I need to, but that's okay. Okay, it is currently an hour 6 minutes my recording time. I've been on this song, at least the beginning part, for a little bit too longer because screw-ups happen on my part. I will gladly take a great, despite the fact that maybe I should practice one more time for an excellent. I'm gonna do that, but if I don't get an excellent, I'm moving on to the next one. But regardless of what I do, I will move on to the next one, so thank you, Melody Chan, for that request. Nice song, nice outfit choices, A+. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next request, unless I get an excellent, in which case I'll show that off. But anyways, onwards to the next request, most likely. Holy cow, finally! That took slightly longer than I wanted to, but there you go. There is proof that I got the rainbow thing, and there is also proof that I got excellent. Slight difference. But there you go. Now onwards to the next request. Finally. Too darn long. Hey, this tells exactly what I lost during the past 3 requests. That took me way too long. In total, my fault mostly. Anyways, Deiko Star 27 Lover requested Innocence on the hard difficulty with Hatsune Miku in her nostalgia outfit. Can I say something real quick about the nostalgia outfit? I don't like the hat on this thing. I really don't. Like, I think it ruins it. Like, without it, it looks cute. Like, but with the hat, it's like, I get why, but I just like it without the hat. But I really wish there was like a flower accessory you could put on her to kind of make up for it. I could put it on a bird's nest or something, but I don't think that would work. Unfortunately, yeah, there's really nothing flower-like. Except for the chest, but that's a badge. That's not even close to a flower thing. And there's no flower petals that I can put on the back to make up for it. I don't think it looks so nice without the hat. I think it really does look nice without the hat. But anyways, I hope this doesn't take as long as the last 3. because I would not like to be here for at least 2 hours just doing, or 3 hours, doing all 6 of these consecutively so many multiple times. Okay, that was not expected at all. In spite of those events, I got excellent. How many of those did I miss? 6. A little more than I wanted, again. I feel like with the 5 stars, I should have it, like, almost down-packed perfectly, minus a couple mistakes. But 6 on this one's not bad. I was not expecting that 3 note on the 5 star. That's something you normally see on Extreme on that rating, or like a 6 or sometimes 6, mostly like higher difficulties on that one, but holy cow. That kind of almost threw me off guard there. For a surprise, Innocence definitely packs it. Easy on the notes, a couple goof ups, but some surprise throws with those 3-note things, which are still pretty easy to do. So, actually not pretty easy, they're very easy to do. So, overall, I'm content with a 91%, and I'm also content with rank 25 on the future sounds. Colorful Tone needs some work on. Remember when Colorful Tone used to be like the highest rank, and we had to catch up with that? Now Colorful Tone needs some working, needs some catching up to do. But anyways, thank you, Dico27 Lover. Actually, I know it'd be fun to do it again, but probably just improve the score. Yeah, I'll do it. I think it'll be fine. This one's actually pretty fun to do. So, I'll meet you guys back at the next request. In the meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and jump right in again and see if I can improve my score. Possibly not going to perfect, but hopefully get pretty close to it. So, meet you guys at the next request. Or unless I get a perfect here, in which case you'll see that as well. Okay, second attempt at doing this, the first one being the first one you guys saw, and no surprise, I think that's a perfect. Yeah, it's a perfect! That one felt really good to make a perfect on, though. I think that's also the first song I perfected that had the 3-note things, but it's just circle, X, and square, which are pretty easy to read. Anyways, I'm content with that. I am very content with the perfect. But let's move on now to our next request here, since I have that. Wow, that doesn't give you that amount of experience. Gosh dang it. Oh well. I tried. Alright, straight from the 47th and or the 48th episode. I say and or just in case it goes both. I'm pretty sure it was... I'm gonna assume it's the 48th. This request came to us from Miku fan number 39, or 39. Who requested yellow on the difficulty I want, with Rin's #1 fan with the hairstyle. And of course, knowing her, it's Takuluka and Hatsune Miku. Oh shoot, wrong one! Very luckily I have this on share setting. There we go. And this one makes sense. You got your Miku on the back, you got Taco on the top, and Rin on the leg. So this one, I think this one is ugh. What am I trying to say here? This one is a pretty good pass on this one, like in terms of having Hatsune and Taco on there. This blends in. It blends in with the whole outfit very well. I just realized there's a patch for... as you can tell, I also included the Rin style hair on this one because I thought it actually looked a lot better than Rin's #1 hairstyle. I thought it was... I don't know, something about it just seems a little off. I mean, it is a fan thing, but I think the bow just makes it a little bit better. Anyways. Now, I would do this on the hard difficulty just to show you guys I have perfected it. However, I feel like going back to extreme. I'm fully aware of what happened the last time we went back to extreme. On the first one. But, as you can see, I actually played this a little bit, and I've gotten a great. So, this might make up for the... grade I didn't get on the first request, if that's okay with you, Xeno. Even though I didn't get a grade here, if I could grade here, I'll count it towards both of them. But I think that this one Extreme is actually really fun. It's... I wouldn't say it's so relaxing, but it is really fun. Like, I know the button's pat down, almost. If I know the button's pat down, I have a perfect, not a grade, but... Since this is also blocked, I also will need to... pitch the audio a bit, so you guys will be hearing Chipmunk version. I don't know. Oh my gosh, it's on excellent. Finally on. Or not excellent, I meant on great. I'm still using the hard. Finally, this attempt is on great. Almost 2 hours and 15 minutes some recording time. Oh, oh mercy. It's beaten me. It's pummeled me. Oh my god, I'm just so glad that after almost hours of trying to get a grade, I actually got a higher score. For the longest time... Ooh, hold on. I should not be talking about this on the ground. There we go. For the longest time, I actually had streaks going on. In the first half, up to the third line, like, you know, with those double notes on, it's like, something like that. I did all that pretty much fine. It's just I had so many missed attempts. Oh my gosh. I am just so relieved though that that's finally over. Don't worry, Miku fan, it's not your fault for requesting this song. None of any of your guys' requests are your faults. It's my fault. Actually, there's no fault at all. I really just wanted to show off great on excellent, or great on extreme. Great on excellent. Yeah, I don't think that'll happen. I have a lot of work to do in order to get that on excellent, but glad I showed off a great on extreme at least. And Zeno, hopefully that makes up for not getting an excellent, not excellent, not getting a great on your request. But oh my gosh. Oh man. I'm just so relieved all that's over. And a nice additional score of 90.4. Yellow has an extra exchange, doesn't it? 7.5. Wow, I got 7.28. That's actually nice. You know, that was hard. That'd be excellent, but I got a perfect on that one. 104 straight percent. Well, that was something. Now I can move on to our final request before the wheel. Alright, so time for our lovely robotic cat / seal for some of you to make his debut appearance after not appearing in the 51st one because he did a lot of them in the 50th episode extravaganza. Speaking of which, this is probably might be the longest recording, not counting 50th episode extravaganza because that was live streamed. But the Rayman Philippines official requested a song based on the request number that I get on the hard difficulty, random Vocaloid, random modules. Actually, I'm giving you perfect time to show you guys this. That's actually part of the one of the wheel panels. And additional features is random accessories. Also, he gives us a perfect demonstration how to get to the song. I just put in my favorite number. If you have the number, count every request from the For the First Time episode, which is For the First Time DIVA Fugitive, which is the highest viewed episode of For the First Time. All the other ones would get like, what, 50? That one got like 2,000. And it's weird because I didn't think I was actually going to get that amount, but thank you for those of you who actually watched it almost a year ago. It really means a lot. But getting back to his thing, my favorite number is 7, but I remember in that episode I only did 5, so I subtracted 2 and got this one. I believe Tell Your Road was the last one. I actually did watch back to make sure, and I think that was the last song that I did, so it's on hard difficulty. I mean, it doesn't matter if I don't get a perfect on this one. I already got a perfect, I already showed it off, so anywhere it doesn't really matter. Now, unfortunately, I don't know how to, like, randomize accessories. I did randomize the hair, too. So I guess we'll just... I don't know how to do this. Since, unless I'm not seeing a randomized button, there's no way I could tell. Okay, so... what I'm going to do is, I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to hit right until I say... now. Gotta get it. Gold Cowlick D. Okay. For back. Gonna close my eyes, holding the left button, and stopping when I say... now. Backpack. Okay, so we got a gold cowlick and a backpack so far. For the head, wait, for the face, I mean. There's one of the cheeses, huh? Holding the right stick, and I'm gonna wait until I say. By the way, I'm closing my eyes for this one, so I don't really know what I get. As if my reactions wasn't already ready right now. White mask. Ooh, this is interesting. And for, am I missing something? Oh, the chest. Holding left, and we're going to go until I say now. Blue ribbon. This will be interesting. Okay, so we have a white mask, a gold cowlick, a blue ribbon, and a backpack for that. Okay. Anyways, that was a thing that happened. This will be something because I don't know if it actually telegrams on his channel or not. I don't know. He's like one of those ones that actually uploads his requests on there. So who knows? Do I actually want to make it a challenge one here? Hidden sudden. Oh, that last part will be good. Well, I already perfected it, so nothing really stops me from not doing this because I actually did perfect it. So I can mess this up whenever I darn please, and not have to worry because the perfect logo is on the thing. We have a nice module choice here, and hairstyle. That's surprisingly good. Too bad it's ruined by the backpack and the mask. On the plus side, the cowlicks looks really good. That seems to work. Ah, forget. Finger slip-ups, right? How I'm doing this is, it's not how you're supposed to do this, but I did offer myself a challenge, so I did offer some of my challenge, so this is my fault, as I mentioned before. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry, Raymond. On the plus side, I passed it. I passed it with a Sutton. Again, doesn't really matter now because I actually did pass it. I'm not trying to perfect it on Sutton, like, heck, that'd be a challenge on its own. But I'm glad I actually decided to do one on Sutton, because it kind of gives me a fresh reminder of it, even though I perfected it. It is always nice to go back to that, but, also his thing, again, totally random, but Mission is think of what you'll be on your 51st birthday, and we gotta ask Monica about that. Shoot. You summoned the monster. Apparently that's still a meme going on. Is Monica? So, Monica will probably assume that I will be a rich man that has a lot of money because I actually saved up a lot of retirement money. And I see myself, and she sees me buying not an airplane, but also I may be the president of the United States. But we'll definitely see. Hopefully, a better Republican Party. But we'll see what Monica says about that because I am not entirely sure. Okay, Monica, thank you for giving us your feedback on this. Please go away until no one summons you. Yeah, pretty much. Anyways, that is it for all of our requests for this episode. But of course, we got one other thing we need to do. Alright, so apparently either XSplit failed to record my microphone or I forgot to, again, unmute the microphone in the XSplit program. But I'm here with the wheel once again, and before we give it a spin, a little bit of a change up with this. First off, the colors are completely different because one of the colors actually set off on the green screen and was white instead of the actual color. But secondly, I'm here to make another rule change. If I get the same panel up to 3 times each separate episodes, I can choose to respin the 4th one or just take it. Most likely it will be respin since it'll be unfair if I get 3 of them in a row and no others. So with that, let's go ahead and spin. And it looks like it lands on Sneaky Request. Oof. I think I have a pretty good Sneaky Request I can put in here. Alright, so I figured since we went through a little bit of a flashback with songs that were on for the first time, including Tell Your World and Yellow, we got agreed on that for a long time, I figured for this special Sneaky Request, we go back to at least a way old episode within the first 10 episodes of Minute 39. That's pretty crazy. I decided this one will be this song, which was requested on the hard difficulty with Miku, which I'm not on, there we go, in her black dress alternative. And that's pretty much about it. I won't give out too many details about this though, but this is what I also do like about this panel. If I so choose, I can be generous and give you guys a hint about who made this request. And you know what? I'm feeling generous today, so I will give you a hint on who requested this. But only one. The person who requested this also collabed with me the next episode she made this request. Making it a little bit tricky for some of you older fans, although I'm pretty sure most of you have gotten it. You can also look at the videos in case you need any help with that, in case you need to. But don't spoil it for any other people, in case you want to participate and find out who it is. Anyways, with that being said though, you might notice I actually did play this at my own time with a 7343. That was actually last night. Back when everyone was asleep and my party just got started. I mean, it already did get started with Stagecoach Week. So that was the thing. But yeah, pretty much about all I need to say is that this Sneaky Request is old school. So let's jump right in. I am doing it on the hard difficulty because that's the difficulty I worked pretty well with. Would do it on normal, except I'm used to hard. Being on normal would be like a pain to deal with. Then again, I went from extreme and that I turned out just fine. Notice Mako 000. Man. Even on 7.5, that's still a little tricky to do. Like, surprised it isn't an 8 at that point. Definitely, I don't think I even improved my half scar, but oh my gosh, this is one of those songs that hurts my arm. Like, my right arm does most of the work with this one, and yet it's injured the most. Granted, I could have done it normally, it would have been fine, but I'm up for the challenge. Even though I did an extreme song for almost an hour, actually 2 of them for almost an hour each. And then the 6th song, had we said that a couple times, this is one crazy episode for me at least. But, I'm glad to say that another one is in the bag, and finally, after, how long has it been? 43 episodes? Yeah, I want to say, yeah, 43 episodes. 43 episodes! I'm finally able to do that song on heart, so for a sneaky request, I think the first one doing this one just to make up for the sheer terror that was the 10th episode when I did this one, I think it was pretty good. I think it was actually pretty good. Oh, okay, I guess that was your second hint there. It was on the 10th episode and the person... Okay, you know what I mean. But that is it! That is all for this episode of Minute 39, and thank goodness. It is 2 in the afternoon right now when I'm recording this. I need to put this all together. I need to do a lot of edits for this one, most likely. But it'll be worth it, most likely. So thank you guys for watching, and if you've enjoyed yourself, please consider leaving a like. It does really mean a lot to me if you do that. Also, please consider subscribing and ringing the bell so that you don't miss a single episode of this series. Trust me, you don't want to miss any of this. And with all that being said though, my name is Blake, also known as the Nerd, and I need to go to the food station, which I mean my kitchen, and I also need to go to the gym after this because holy cow, I've been here for too long. Take care.